Hi guys, my name is Olayinka Almaroof. I am the founder and CEO of I Am Light LLC. I am also a writer, author, and event producer. And today we're going to talk about my latest project, the Wisdom Collection. So tune in.
This is for them 30-something that didn't turn out exactly how your mom and dad wanted you to be.
If I had to describe Chapter 30, I would say that Chapter 30 is a collection of open letters. Open letters to the daughters of my womb and the daughters of the world. I wanted to write a guidebook to tell these women how to live well, and specifically how to live well in their 20s. I remember being 18 and 19 years old and having this vision of what 30 would be. Thinking that at 30, I would have it all figured out, career-wise, married, kids, just living this grand life. And I also remember that as I began to venture into my 20s and I continued to mature, I became privy to this lie that society had sold women, that at 30, if you hadn't figured out your life yet, it was over, and that your life ended at 30. But what I found out was that in your 20s, that was the time to build, to make mistakes, to figure out who you were, to explore the world, to explore the people in the world, and most importantly, to explore yourself. I find that we all are always trying to arrive to this certain point in our lives where we've made it. But life has taught me that you never really arrive, you never really make it. But that's the joy of this journey, that you just live, you figure it out as you're going. While you're figuring out, you're putting it all together. So I just wanted to give a guidebook to the sisters that were coming up behind me. So Chapter 30 is broken up into 3 sections. The first section is life, the second section is love, and the last section is religion and spirituality. In the life section, I guess I would say my favorite chapter is the chapter on identity. And that chapter is called Power of Identity. That is my favorite chapter in the life section because I believe knowing who you are is the compass that guides your life. And once you discover who you are, you begin to discover who you were created to be, and you kind of find the map for the life you're going to live out. And the second section, love, God is love, is a chapter in that section. And I would have to say that's my favorite chapter in the love section. It's the first chapter in that section, and it basically talks about the characteristics of God and who God is and how we are supposed to look for those godly traits in the people that we welcome into our heart as we're walking out our lives. And in the spirituality section, my favorite chapter is actually Shalom. For me, peace is one of the most important things that I like to sustain in my life. I think it's one of the hardest things for us to acquire in life, more than money, more than fame, more than success. I think peace is the hardest thing for people to establish in their lives. So that's my favorite chapter in that section. I would have to say it's okay not to be okay. I found myself pretending a lot in my 20s, that I had it all figured out, that I was okay when I was not okay, that I was happy when I was sad. And I feel like we do a lot of pretending in life, but specifically in our 20s. But what I realized is everybody's dealing with the same things. Everybody's trying to figure it out. And it's more healthy if we live in our truth. You'll have good days, you'll have bad days, but life has taught me that it always gets better. The best love advice for my 20s, not that I'm an expert at love, but if I had to say, the best love advice would be, love a man or a woman who has fallen in love with Jesus first. The love will feel different. The love will be ordained. And the love won't be perfect, but it'll be special, and it'll feel special, and it'll feel right, and it'll be worth fighting for. The best spiritual advice for my 20s would be seek ye first the kingdom of God and all of his righteousness, and all things shall be added to you. I think just having a relationship with God should be the #1 thing that we seek in life. Without God, our lives have no meaning. That's it. That's all I got. Living well in all areas of your life. In business, in life, in your relationships, in religion, in love, and wealth, and health, all things, mind, body, and soul. I want them to take away from the book what it means to live well. And the scriptures, Jesus says, I came so that they might have life and have it more abundantly. I think God is in a place where he wants to bless his children, where he wants to shift how we are living our lives. And I think this book offers practical ways of living well.